Good morning. This is Lisa Ritchie. I'm founder of Manners to Go, and I am interviewing Sylvia Jones today. She is a new licensee with us. Of course, we're thrilled to have her. She chose the video option for her training, and I'm going to ask her a few questions. I think you'll enjoy getting to know Sylvia. Sylvia, thanks for your time today, and let's just get going here. How did you find us? How did you connect with Manners to Go? Have you been following us for a while before making your decision? Tell us about your fast start.
Sure. Well, first of all, hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for wanting to interview me. So I was interested in etiquette coaching, and I simply did a Google search, to be quite honest, did a Google search for programs. And, I researched a few, but for some reason yours, the curriculum and the content on the website that you shared, it just resonated with me. So I decided to go with Manners to Go.
Oh, good. Well, of course, we're happy, and thank you for making that choice. You decided to make a decision to move forward on your business. So let's talk about that, as I just actually wrote an article about getting over the fear of launching, and it has happened to us all. I know when I started, I procrastinated a bit, and there was a bit because I had worked for a corporation and starting a business and becoming an entrepreneur was very new to me and the first one in my family. Tell us about your process and how you got your start and making that decision and moving forward.
Sure. So I've always been interested in being a business owner, having my own business. I didn't quite know what that would look like. I do have a background in singing and event planning, so I thought those two things might be the avenue, but I didn't sense or believe that's the direction I wanted to go in right now. Those things I do naturally, and I just really wanted to go and so after coming upon your information and speaking with my husband and receiving feedback from friends and family members regarding my skill set, my interpersonal skills, and the way that I love mentoring young people, it just seemed like it would be a great fit. So I decided to go ahead and just take that leap.
I'm glad you did. I was talking to my husband this morning, and you are so well-spoken and come to me with a nice, wonderful background. And I think the children in your area are so fortunate for many reasons. Because of your background too, I must tell people here that you do have a singing background. So I can already see these classes and visualize the classes where you're going to be able to incorporate both and make it a really fun experience for the children and for the youth.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that. Music is a wonderful way to get immediately and engage people. And even when you think simple as, the ABCs, there's a reason why we learn as little children how to learn the ABCs to music, because it sticks in your mind and it's very memorable. So it helps you retain knowledge. So I look forward to finding a way to weave that in.
Yes, and also with your event planning background, I'm sure the event spaces and everything will be absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see the pictures. We'll follow up with Sylvia in a couple months and see what's going on with her, because those are two wonderful skill sets to bring to a children's program. You're a busy mom. I know you have a teenager. Tell us about your experience as a parent. I'm sure she has wonderful manners, and she sounds like a fascinating teenager. Tell us about her experience growing up, and what did you like to do with her, and how did you teach manners in your home?
So our daughter, she's all personality, and I think one of the challenges in this day and time is the influence of social media. So you don't see great manners on social media. There are a lot of examples of folks letting it all hang out, in a sense, although they show you what they want you to see.
Right.
So some of that is very intentional. So my husband and I, we like to have a lot of conversation with her around, what it looks like to carry yourself well as a young lady or as an individual. That first impressions are so important. So, many times with her, she's not a perfect child. She's 16. And so, You know, they want to push the envelope. They want to question things, which is fine. It's great that they're independent thinkers. So, but with her, you know, many times we'll hang out together. We'll have mom and daughter time, and so those will be times where we'll talk about, you know, those life skills over lunch. And then other times, there are times where something happens, and it's more of like a course correct. But I
Mm-hmm.
will say, ever since I've been studying your material, it's been exciting for me to teach her that. So she's learning the American style of eating and the European style of eating. Because to be quite honest, we didn't know that. I didn't know that prior to the program. So she's a fun kid. You know, it's not about teaching her to be perfect in her mannerisms, but to become polished and perfect them. We're all going to drop a knife at a restaurant. Things are going to happen, but what is your comeback and what does that look like? So you know, she's a great kid, and you know, she's looking forward to more that I can teach her
Oh,
in
good.
these areas.
Good, 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 good. What would you tell your 21-year-old self?
You know, that's a really good question. I don't know. So
Isn't
around
it though?
finish, you know, I would say be open to possibilities. I was a communications major, and I did think I was going to be a broadcaster.
Mhm.
Did my intern a television station and all, but because the field is so limited in terms of, you know, opportunities and jobs, and so for me it was disappointing at that time to not land that job as a on-air personality. But with social media and things today, you know, if I were to fast forward, I would have, you know, probably known that, you know, there are other opportunities to still be an online personality
Mhm.
um, in years to come. But I would just say, you know, be open to however your path, your professional or personal path is going to take you, and don't be so focused on one thing, because you know you can miss out on opportunities. And I'm so grateful that over time I learned that.
Right, right. Good, good. I can absolutely tell, and I'm sure there's candidates, you have a communication background. I'm not surprised. Who would be on your list? Like you said, you've had an event planning background, and I want to hear who would be on your list for your afternoon tea. If you could, and they could be living or deceased. But tell me how you would decorate, and who would be on your list for an afternoon tea.
You know, wow, there's so many people. um I would probably say there's actually this great Christian music artist. Her name is Cece Winans, and I
Mm-hmm.
grew up.
Mm-hmm.
She's so inspirational. I think she's out of Nashville now. And I would probably decorate with music notes, a bunch of music.
That would, oh yeah, I can see that.
That makes it a little cheesy, you know, like trying to find, um, plates and decor decorations with music notes. But she's someone who's always heavily influenced me because she's such a classy
Mm-hmm.
woman, who presents herself, and the way she inspires others through song. So I would say CeCe Winan.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I so appreciate you letting the world get to know who you are. And like I said, we'll be in touch, and I would hope to stay in touch and learn more about you as you continue through the process. And maybe one time you can video a couple of classes with the singing incorporated with the manners and all the beautiful settings. But of course, when you teach manners, it doesn't have to be that. And we've all taught in um, someone's dining room and school, of course, schools and a cafeteria. I remember when I was teaching in Arizona, we sat on the gym floor and had a wonderful class, yes, with teenagers. And it's always so wonderful to hear what they're going to tell you. A lot of them are full of laughs, that's for sure.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
And
Well, thank you so much, Elise. Appreciate this opportunity and you taking me under your wing to allow me to be one of your licensees. And I'm so
oh,
grateful. So thank you.
well, thank you. We're happy to have you. Take care.
You too.
Okay.